This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. And for those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. I greatly appreciate them. Happy 111 today. I didn't realize today is 111, so it is an angelic number day in the year of 222, right? 2022. So that's kind of cool. I just realized that when I was filling out the little video description. I was changing the dates over to January 11th, and I was like, oh, it's 111. And then it's 2022, so it's 111222. Good morning, Lisa. How are you? So this is the forecast that I am doing live temporarily. I don't know why I'm doing it live, but I am. So for those of you over on Patreon, please be patient with me while I figure out what I'm doing this year. And because normally it goes out a day early over on Patreon, and since it's being shot live, it's not actually doing that. So I'm sort of trying to sort out how I'm best going to take care of that. Good morning, Beth. How are you? Yeah, it's 111 on 222. So it should all be kind of good and flowy today, I hope. So this, you guys already know this, those of you that are watching me, that watch regularly. Good morning, Bay Rose. How are you? I hope I'm pronouncing that correct. And good morning, Karen Stringer. You guys know the drill, but I'm just going to say this for the newbies that may watch this later. This video is originally created for January 11th. It is not solely set for that date. If you're seeing it on a different date, I believe the messages find us when we need them rather than when they were originally created for. So trust that if this is in your feed randomly a year from now, a month from now, just watch it and see if it pertains to you. Take parts of it that work and make sense. Leave the rest, guys. Don't take anything I say over anything that your own intuition or intelligence is indicating to you. Always trust your own highest judgment over mine or probably any other reader on YouTube. And I'm not speaking ill of other readers. It's just you want to empower yourself with these video readings that you find. Validate what you already maybe know to be true rather than seeking somebody else to make the decision for you. Okay, and that's what I'm here to do, is to hopefully give you insight into what could potentially be out there collectively that we all share, energies that we share or should be aware of, that we can make the most of, hopefully being aware of them, consciously utilizing them, essentially, is the idea or the concept behind this channel. Let me just see here. Yes, and Lisa reminds us, please remember to hit that like button, the thumbs up button, for those of you watching on YouTube. Thank you, Lisa, for that. And questions or comments are always welcome. I do read them, so if you leave them there, I greatly appreciate that. And what else? I feel like I'm missing something, guys. Please look at the drop-down menu on the YouTube channel so that you understand, if you're new, so that you understand kind of just things I want you to think about. A lot of it's stuff I've already said, but just things I want you to be aware of when utilizing the channel. And I think that's it. I feel like there's one piece I'm missing. Oh, subscribe, guys, please. The most important piece of the pie. Wow. She's got dementia. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so please subscribe to the channel if you're new to me. If you're watching over on Facebook, please go over to YouTube and subscribe. You can still continue to watch me live on Facebook. I don't mind where you watch me from, but I would love to have the subscriptions over on YouTube. So please hit that notification bell so you do get notified when I do go live. I need to start more of a live schedule for just regular fun nights, but I've yet to get that going, but I will, hopefully. So let's see, there's new messages. Sorry, I'm trying to check stuff out. Good morning, Judy. How are you? Okay, so let's see here. What card do we need today? What does the cards want to tell us today, guys? They feel good. They feel crisp. They feel determined. So as I'm shuffling them, so that's nice. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles. Speaking of determination, this is a little bit more about patience, but there is a sort of determination in the Earth sign of Pentacles, right? Or in the Earth element of Pentacles, groundedness, determination, discernment. These are things I associate with the suit of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is always about kind of putting in the work and then being patient and waiting for the results, right? I mean, we see this gentleman, he's holding a hoe, and it's not that type of hoe, ladies. But he is holding a hoe and he has done his work. He's looking at his crop and he's waiting for the right time to reap his rewards, right? Sometimes this card can indicate like a pause, like maybe not quite yet, Phyllis or whoever. It could be, sorry, sometimes I just find myself entertaining. I don't know why. It's weird. When I use random names like that, it makes me giggle. All right. So sometimes this can be about like pausing and maybe not bringing it in just quite yet, waiting for the exact right moment. But with the grounded nature of the Pentacles energy, I feel like we will know when it's right, right? Because we've been paying so much attention to whatever this thing may be. Now, I know that that sounds really broad range for you, but in your gut or in your intuition, you should know what the thing is that's going on in your life that you've maybe been tending to, working on, putting your attention on, caring for. Maybe even some of you might have been struggling with, right? That would be the attention that we see coming from this farmer to his crop. So whatever this is, this crop, you know, metaphorically for you, now may not be the exact time to make any sudden movements, let's just say. It might be time to just sit back and admire the work that we've done, or, you know, think about the work that we've done and assess the situation. When it's right, it will be right. There is always this opportunity with the Seven of Pentacles that a harvest will be coming. We just need to be patient, and patience is very much a Pentacles energy, right? It's a teacher. Pentacles to me teaches patience. That's why it's, you know, earthbound and grounded and oftentimes slower than the other suits in the deck, right? Because it wants you to kind of maybe wait, get more present, get into that physical earthy body, or that, you know, the reality of the situation, and then go, okay, this is what's going on now. If I do this, that will happen. If I do that, that will happen. So maybe I don't do anything just yet. Yesterday was the Eight of Cups, right? And that Eight of Cups is about being, you know, maybe willing to step away or change one's emotions around a situation, take the higher road, that kind of a thing. This also has a bit of a distance to it, or a patience to it, a weight to it. And I'm looking at what's the midweek? Are we in the midweek yet? No, it's still Tuesday. So we have this Ace of Swords, King of Cups. The way that this would kind of, and I'm referring, for those of you that are new, I'm referring to the Sunday reading, which is the underpinning energy. So we could still be in that Ace of Swords influence underneath this, right? And Ace of Swords represents new way of thinking, right? So maybe we are adapting to this new way of thought. And in doing so, we're looking at a certain area of our life, a certain situation, relationship, whatever. And we're kind of questioning, is now the right time? Is this the right thing to do? It's something that we're nurturing, definitely, right? Because this card indicates that he is nurturing his crop, but he's also being maybe cautious, careful, thoughtful about how and where he takes his next step. And that could be the Ace of Swords, new idea, thought, communication that's happening for you, right? Is maybe we're taking the time through the Eight of Cups from yesterday, and now through the Seven of Pentacles, we're taking the time and being more patient, maybe with ourselves or another person, another situation in our life, to allow for that new thought to come out. Okay, so I just went to go cut the Kwan Yin deck, and only one card fell off of the bottom. I flipped it over. I'm going to take it. It's interesting to me that only one card fell off in the cut. That usually rarely happens. And it was the bottom card. So I'm just going to say this is our card. Interesting that we have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the 8 Immortals is the name of the card, yet it is card number 9. So we have a 7, 8, 9 numerically on a 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2 day. So make sense of that, guys. It's a weird pattern, and I sort of pay attention sometimes to the numbers. Usually when you see like, oftentimes when people see 3-digit numbers like 111 or 222 or 1111 on the clock, it usually is a symbol or a sign. People take it often as a sign from, our spirit guides or possibly our angels or our God, our higher self, that we're maybe right where we need to be. And each number has its own meaning. You can look it up and Google it. One of my favorites is like when I look at the clock at 12:34, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that always is supposed to mean, from angelic perspective, everything is falling into place. So when I see this 7, 8, 9, to me, it kind of has that same vibe of things just lining up. Does that make sense? And we're in a 111 day in a 222 year, and it's 7, 8, 9. So let's get with that. I have no idea who the 8 Immortals are. They oftentimes, what am I talking about? They look like they are here to help. They almost, I hope I'm making sense and not sounding too much like a freak. To me, this guy looks like he's contemplating, right? And this looks like all of his spirit guides swirling around and behind him going like, okay, let's like help him not fuck this up. Maybe that's a little bit more about me than about you guys, but that's kind of what I'm gathering from this. I'm going to read you guys the story. 8s to me are about bringing, back in a sort of reciprocity or balance to a situation. A 9 is usually about a personal completion of sorts, right? Although we are in this 7, which 7 is about changing or making a conscious choice to do something different in our life today, to move us to that reciprocity or balance of the 8. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. So when we're in this 7 energy of the 7 of Pentacles, we may be consciously choosing a different approach. That would be the Ace of Swords energy from Sunday, right? So we may be choosing a different way of communicating, a different way of thinking about a situation, a different way of tending to that situation, but we're still taking care of it. We're still being productive about it. We're being practical about it. Practical is also a very good Pentacles word. And we're thinking on it. I get this definite, like he's in contemplation. Now, these guys over here to me, because they're Immortals, I get this sort of spirit vibe energy off of them, right? And they're all sort of swirling around. We see Kwan up here, but I don't know who all the other 8 are, so maybe we'll learn in the story. But to me, they feel like they're working in the background in conjunction with what we're doing in the physical to help us to maybe achieve this shift or this new perception that's coming with the Ace of Swords towards us. I hope that makes sense. Good morning, Nancy. So let me read you 8 Immortals. And also, this being card number 9 says to me that we might actually be doing some sort of a personal completion in the way that maybe we think or communicate within a situation. I hope that makes sense. All right. Do I sound like a just babbling idiot this morning? 8 Immortals. Here we go, guys. The messages you have been receiving that are unconditionally loving, fearless, and encouraging of you to grow and be your true self are from your higher guidance. The 8 Immortals and other beings of divine light and divine love are guiding you. It is safe to follow these messages now. Doing so will bring you greater joy. I love that answer for this morning. Sometimes you may question whether you are in contact with genuine spiritual guidance or engaging in wishful thinking. Okay, I can relate to that as a Pisces. I'm just going to say that right on the gate. Genuine guidance is simple, clear, and repetitive. Okay, that is your 7 of Pentacles energy right there. Simple, clear, repetitive can definitely be Pentacles. When you ask for confirmation, it will come. The more open you are, the more quickly the confirmation can reach you in the form of signs, conversations, and, excuse me as I try and pronounce this, serendipitous happenings, right? So when things fall together, similar to the 7, 8, 9 on a 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, just like I was talking about. So that would be serendipitous happenings. In fact, confirmation and guidance can be instantaneous and from multiple unconnected sources. Like the universe is playing a joyful, loving game with you. The guidance will be uplifting and helpful. Sometimes it will ask you to take a step that feels challenging, and yet true guidance always proves itself in that it only asks of you what is right and just for your highest good. It always serves the highest good of all involved in any situation, no matter what our fears might be. Wow, that's incredible. Okay, to continue forward. It is, one moment, I need a sip of coffee. I have to say, to be honest with you guys, I woke up with a little bit of anxiety this morning. I don't know why. Probably because of some stuff going on. But anyways, it is here, back to the story. It is good to be careful and discerning about the quality of guidance that you are seeking, but it is usually an easy task to identify when guidance is not of a higher vibrational variety. It will be judging of you or others. It will not feel right, even if genuine guidance feels like it is asking you to do something unexpected or something that feels like a real stretch for you. It will still feel right in your own heart to do so. Genuine guidance, even when challenging, brings a sense of rightness and peace into your heart, whereas lower vibrational guidance or thoughts of wishful thinking doesn't bring you into deeper peace. It simply confuses and confirms judgment. Isn't nearly as helpful. Sift through your thoughts and feelings to come to the genuine guidance and true spiritual knowing within you now. I'm going to pause for a moment. Yesterday was the Eight of Cups, which would be feelings. The Ace of Swords would be your thoughts when it's telling you to sift through your thoughts and feelings. So that's interesting. You can call upon the eight immortals and any being that loves you unconditionally and trust that you will receive quality guidance. The process below will help you to be still and connect with it through your own heart, beloved, which contains great wisdom and peace to guide you. So here is the eight immortals healing, guys. Take a pen and some paper or your journal and write a letter to the higher guidance that this is quote unquote, write a letter to the quote unquote higher guidance that loves me unconditionally. And let them know that you need guidance on or what guidance you need confirmed or revised. Write the letter, read it aloud, and then seal it up and place it in a sacred space, perhaps in your journal or with a crystal on top of your bedroom or meditation space. Close your eyes and visualize eight beings of unconditional divine love all around you. Say, I call upon those beings that love me unconditionally to assist me in providing clear, helpful, and unconditionally loving and true higher guidance in answer to my question. Thank you, beloveds. Namaste. Let it go then and come back and reread it in 2 weeks' time. Okay, guys, wait a second. I got to pause here because this is all about waiting for the harvest, being patient, right? He has to come back and harvest. We have to go back and read this letter in 2 weeks' time to see the fruit of our labor. Does that make sense? This is kind of interesting. Okay, so let it go and then come back and reread it in 2 weeks' time to see if your question has already been answered through your life experiences to that date. If not, read the letter again and ask to be shown the answers in the way that serves your highest good by repeating the visualization and request if necessary. So basically a wash and repeat. But you know what? The universe works on a different timeline. A prayer to the eight immortals. I call upon the eight immortals that love me unconditionally and shine the light of peace and spiritual power upon me now. You understand that no matter what happens in life, there are blessings underneath it. Please help me find my clarity, wisdom, guidance, and truths to reveal the blessings and grow now. Namaste, beloveds. Thank you for your help. Om Mani Padme Hum. And so I think that this clarity and guidance that this card is all about is that Ace of Swords energy, because swords is the intellect. The ace usually cuts right through everything, comes out of nowhere, and is inspirational thought that lies underneath this. So, and I'm just going to say this as my own personal opinion, because today is 111222. Do the exercises, guys. If there's something you need clarity or guidance on, ask and see if the answers come. because it looks like they want to. All right, let's look to the grounding stone. And remember, the grounding stone for the week is to enjoy this whole process of what's going on this week. So keep that vibration. And let's see, what is the grounding stone for this morning? Oh, interesting. It is family. This is a stone that is oftentimes not one that I'm happy to see. But where I think this chimes in or keys in is to this 8 Immortals. I feel like there's a spiritual family that is maybe working in the background for us to offer us this guidance that we may potentially be unaware of, that we can call upon at this time. This can also be us relying upon maybe our actual family or the family of one's choosing, right? Those friends that we're very close to in the physical realm, in the physical world. We can look to them for guidance. But oftentimes I think that, and this is why I always say on this channel, never take what I say over your own intelligence or intuition. Oftentimes we are processing things through our own filters of our own experience. So even though guidance from other individuals that we may love, oftentimes they can be based in their experiences, their fears, their worries for us. And so we have to keep that in mind when, weighing everything. So when I look at this 8 Immortals card here and I see the word family, I think this is more about maybe a spiritual realm family that could be going on for us. This could be our ancestors. This could be our spirit guides, right? This could be our own connection to our own higher power or God, the universe, however we connect in to a larger source of spiritual, power would be a good word. Connecting to that or grounding in that today as we do this work and as we contemplate the work that has been done up until this point, because that is 7 of Pentacles energy, could greatly assist us in achieving the awareness and the guidance that we may be looking for in situations that have maybe baffled us. I hope that makes sense. Good morning, Marshall Johnson. Good morning. I feel like they are leading us to higher thinking too. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. And I think that there's something very crazy about this reading this morning, but I don't know because I was feeling a little bit weird when I woke up this morning. Thank you, Nancy. You're wonderful too, dear. And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. That is your forecast for the day. Go out there, enjoy this day. Remember, enjoy this week. This week is all about finding the joy in the things that we do, maybe even in the day-to-day. That's why the 7 of Pentacles oftentimes represents patience and hard work, but knowing that everything that we do, as long as it's sort of grounded and honest and, earthy in the way that the Pentacles energy or element is, it pays off. Right? It gives back. What we put in, we do get back, whether that's, positive or negative. I'm a believer of that, So good morning, Aaron. Have a wonderful day, you guys. And I will see you all tomorrow. And if if something does happen, like if any of you that see this now and you do have, say you do the exercise and you do get immediate answers, please leave a comment about it. Or how do these immediate answers show up for you? Share those comments, maybe either in the group on Facebook or here on the YouTube page. I would love to read about them and see what sort of magical things might happen for you guys today. All right, have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Thank you all for tuning in. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit that notification bell. And join me again tomorrow, and we'll see where this all takes us. It should be very, very interesting. All right. Bye-bye, you guys. Have a great day. Bye.